Alright, so I'm going to make a quick video about my fuel filters and oil filters that I've been using. I was keeping these used filters for warranty purposes, and in case I had any kind of problems I could prove what the oil filtration would look like. And then I had a bunch of oil samples whenever these were removed. So I'm going to go over my fuel and oil filters, show you what they look like during various miles. Here I have a original Mopar oil filter, and this one should be an original Mopar, which it is. Yeah, that's an original Mopar oil filter. And then I have, I believe, yeah, that's a Mopar, it's got Mopar. And then this one is not, this one is an aftermarket. This is my aftermarket filter. So I've got them lined up so you can see what they look like. So these two are the same filter, and then these two are the same filter. These are your Mopar original parts, and these two are the aftermarket Korean oil filters. So I'll let you kind of review them. So we'll go through. These have 10,000 miles on it. This has 10,000 miles. I'm gonna kick the light on so you guys can see that. Alright, so that'll make it a little bit better. So one of the problems that I found that one of the owners had was this pleat right here came undone on him, on the original Mopar filter. So if you have a filter, regardless who manufactures it, make sure that this right here, if this pleat separates, comes unglued. You know, the filter's basically garbage. And that was on a brand new truck. He went in for his first oil change. I watched him on a forum about that. So here's another original Mopar filter. Alright, so you got the pleat where it's glued together here as well. Looks like it's fine. You know, nothing really to complain about on my own usage there. This filter has 7,000 miles on it. You can see that the material is a lot wider in it. On my oil sampling, there was zero difference in the materials captured or the suspended particles that were inside of the oil between this filter and this filter. So, which is the reason for me to continue using it. So, yeah, here's the aftermarket Korean filter. This is available from Auto Parts Superstore, and if you buy a certain amount of them, I can't remember what the quantity was, it's been a while since I bought them, but you can get this thing down to $7.50. And yeah, if you buy a big box. So yeah, I've got a big box of those bad boys. I don't have any problems with these filters at all. Go through the pleat design on this. I can't see where this is joined together. Yeah, that's the thing about this filter from Korea, was there it is. Alright, I couldn't find that before. There it is right there. There's where the pleat is glued, is on this pleat right there. But yeah, I don't see any kind of issue with that. So alright, so there's my oil filters. The fuel filtration, here we have the original Mopar fuel filter there. This is the original part. This is $32 at your dealership if they have it in stock. There's really no problem with this, with the design, and this is a 3 micron filter. I don't know what the absolute efficiency is, but it is a 3 micron. This one's your new aftermarket replacement fuel filter. This is also available now from Auto Parts Superstore. This is what I'm currently using. You know, I don't have any kind of problems or issues with it. clips into the base. The shaft measures the exact same. I don't know what the fuel efficiency rating is or micron rating is on this, but for me, it doesn't really matter for me because I'm using this. This is my secondary fuel filter. I found that this fuel filter right here was, I could get a really good deal on these. This is a 2 micron. So the fuel filter from Auto Parts Superstore, if it isn't exactly 3 micron, it's okay. One of the problems that I was running into with this fuel filter right here was this fuel filter seems to clog up very quickly, and I have some various mileages right here on these fuel filters, and I'm going to show you what I think I've determined with them. So I'll move these out of the way here. So basically what I'm doing is I'm down to change my fuel filter every 10,000 miles, and there is a reason for that. My fuel pump, the lift pump that supplies the fuel to the injection pump in the engine, that bad boy will start to whine really loud right at just after 15,000 miles. It gets really loud, which means that it's stressed out. It's got to pressure back up, and if I change the fuel filter, amazingly that noise starts to go away pretty much immediately. So what I've done is I was doing a 15,000 mile fuel filter change, but since Auto Parts Superstore came out with this filter right here, you can get this one down to $15. So now I'm just doing it every oil change. Whenever I change the oil, I just change my fuel filters, and good to go. It's now cost effective, and I can actually not jeopardize, I know I'm not jeopardizing my lift pump, and I can monitor my afford to monitor my fueling performance a lot better. So yeah, this is Auto Parts Superstore on eBay. So yeah, this filter here, it's like $25 each if you buy 3, but if you buy 6 of them, it's down to like $17, I believe it is. So not bad. The material is, this isn't a paper garbage filter. It does have the paper underneath, but the covering that you see here, this white covering, the same as this one here, is designed to shed water droplets down off the filter so that it doesn't go permeate the filter. The water is supposed to just shed down. This is the design with the 6.7 liter Ford's Power Strokes and this filter as well. I think Dodge has done a pretty good job. I mean, a substantial advancement in fuel filter technology and design. I think they've done pretty good. So here we have 4 different fuel filters, and this is my determination of this is why I decided to go with a 15 or a 10,000 mile change, is because let me switch this around. So I have 4 different fuel filters here, and I want you to visually look and see if you can tell the difference of them. And they are ranging from 30,000 miles, 25, 15, and 10. So realistically, you really can't tell. This one you can tell. I mean, you can tell that. I'll zoom in there. Alright, so you can see that filter. You can see that's a little bit dirtier. Yeah, this one here, this bad boy has 25,000 miles. So you can see it's a little cleaner. This one has 15,000 miles. And it looks like it captured a bug. Yeah, look at that. There's a bug. So the fuel filter caught a bug. Okay, so the fuel filter is working. It captures bugs. Okay, so this one has 15, and this one has 10. So what I find in the the base of the fuel filter bowl is, I changed my fuel filter a certain way. I don't drain it. I don't use the yellow drain to drain the fuel out. And the reason why is because I want to see what's in the bottom of the bowl, and if I used the yellow drain plug and drain the fuel out, I'm not going to be able to see what's in the bottom of the bowl, obviously. So what I do is I use a cup. Where did it go? I have a tool. There it is. Okay. So this is what I use. I use a 1 liter bottle, not a 2 liter. 2 liters is a little too big. And I fit this 1 liter bottle around the housing, and it captures the fuel as I twist the thing off. I believe this is what I was doing with it. I'm pretty sure this is what I use this for. But anyway, that's what you do, is you just cut a little bottle in half, and this slips over the housing, and I undo it, and the fuel drains and comes into this container here, and it's nice and clean. But then you can inspect what's in the bottom of the bowl. And what I've been finding pretty consistently is non-metallic slivers, kind of like a half moon shape of a bearing, it looks like. And I don't see any of the material in the fuel filter. However, this is what you see here, this darkness is non-metallic kind of graphite type material. So since there's no determination of being able to figure out if what you can, just by looking at the fuel filter, seeing when you should change it. Okay, this is my point, is you can't look at these fuel filters and say, well, it looks like it needs to be changed, because it looks pretty much the same with 10,000 miles versus 30,000 miles. I mean, it's really difficult to tell. So changing your fuel filter at every 10,000 miles is not cost effective. It's $32 every time. But you know, going with the Auto Parts Superstore with my secondary fuel filter, then it really makes it worth it. So yeah, these are my fuel filters. I gotta get rid of them. I mean, I'm at 110,000 miles now, so I don't need to keep this junk anymore. So hope you guys enjoyed it. There you go.